My husband, 40M, and I, 35F, have very different jobs. Basically, I make double what he does, and he argues that I should pay for takeaway food, especially because I am the wife and it is my role to cook. Therefore, if I cannot cook, then I should make up for it by paying for takeaways, since he already shares the split bill for food, groceries, and rent. To give you a little bit of context, I had just taken on a new role at the start of this month, as a head of department, with 6 new members of staff and a lot of loose ends to tie from previous leadership. We both wake up at 4:30 a.m. and while he gets home at around 3:30 p.m., I find myself arriving around 5:30 p.m. on a light day. His job involves food processing, and while it is a laborious process, when he leaves his workplace, that's the end of the day for him, whereas I come home and continue working from home, including weekends, until around 9 p.m., when I just pass out as I am too tired. For him, home time means 90% being on his phone/laptop watching videos and playing games, making coffees, and smoking his cigarettes. I am not going to lie and say he never helps. He does clean the bathroom and hoovers occasionally, once a month, and does the dishes, not without complaining though. Now it has come to the point where a few months ago, while he had won too many drinks, he told everyone at the table that he was investing all his money in my *S. This is when I started downloading every single receipt for grocery, phone bills, rent, Uber drives, takeaways, holiday accommodations, plane tickets, etc., all paid by me. His argument is that some of those trips were things that I wanted to do or see, which is why I never reproached anything to him. However, the fishing trip that he wanted so much also came out of my own pocket and I never asked him a dime for it. Last month, as we were mostly on holiday, he only contributed around $200 towards monthly expenses with rent, food, and bills, which again, I did not complain about, as I knew that he wasn't paid for most of that month. But now, once he is working, he is refusing to give me anything that is beyond rent, bills, and groceries, stating that I am the woman of the house and it is my job to do the cooking. I told him that I am spread thin these days until everything is more streamlined with everything at work, and that maybe he could cook every now and then or heat some ready-made food, microwave or oven, but he asked me what was the point of him getting married if he was going to do the cooking himself. So, AITA for wanting the bills to be shared equally, if both of us are eating? Also, not one single time when I asked him about ordering, did he mention the fact that I would have to pay for all of it. In certain instances, he was even the one asking me to order food. Edit, having read the post that was shared here earlier, I noticed a few differences though. They were both going 50-50 for everything, including holidays, plane tickets, etc. I paid this summer alone around $3,000 of my own money, and he didn't contribute anything I didn't even ask him to. Also, 90% of the clothes and shoes he has, I buy them for him, which I don't think was the situation where the wife had to max out her credit cards. I only pointed out the half split when he started keeping the money to himself, rather than contributing to shared things, only because I thought I was being taken advantage of. Whenever he has some money, he will spend it on some fishing gear, which he already has plenty of, or other gadgets. I, on the other hand, put money into a savings account which will go towards a house for US, whenever there will be enough for a deposit. I am not trying to play the victim card, but rather to understand if it should be me paying for the takeaways to compensate for the fact that I don't have time to cook. I started working at my new workplace 6 months ago. Most of those here have been here for years. I'm one of 2 people that have been here less than 2 years. There is an office food thief that will steal people's food and even throw away their Tupperware. She's been here 10 plus years, and people have just adopted the mentality of it is what it is, we can't do anything about it. She only takes one person's food a day. They know exactly who the food thief is and just suffer through it. They even call her the food goblin. She took my food the last/first time I put it in the fridge, resulting in me just not having food till 9 p.m. I've kept my food at my desk since, and stopped eating food that needs to be refrigerated till I had an idea. I have cooked some food, made it look appetizing, but didn't make it even slightly edible. I left a typed up note on the food stating it wasn't fully cooked, but didn't leave my name on it. She ate the food, and almost died, and had to spend 8 days in the hospital. The company can't figure out whose food it was, and now she's afraid to come to work, and thinks somebody wants to end her. It's been a couple of weeks since she returned, and she thinks everybody is out to get her and won't go near the kitchen, even brought her own mini fridge for her desk area a few days ago. Edit 1, it was my homemade chili, which has chicken and beef in it. I've had some people tell me that sounds gross, but everybody that has said that changed their mind after trying it. I basically made a full pot, got the idea before it was even close to properly cooked, scooped some into a Tupperware, then typed up / printed the note at home in a Tupperware that wasn't a part of my typical Tupperware set. Edit 2.5, quick note, if the food had been taken out of the container and cooked in a kettle for about 30-ish minutes, till boiling really, it would have been safe to eat. But I usually slow cook my chili for half a day. If she hadn't have stolen it, I would have likely used a workplace kettle and cooked it through fully to eat myself. Edit 2.75 by kettle, I meant pot. Apparently, I've been calling a pot a kettle for over 25 years. Edit 3, this woman, mid-40s, is a favorite of the C-suite, that is why she never gets reprimanded or punished for stealing food for over a decade. She hosts dinners and such at her home for the C-suite. CEO/CFO/etc.